That's good.
Hush, review.
Hi YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. You have the Rhino. You have Rod right here, the man behind what's on his toque, his bumblebee toque, the Brimstone boys.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out to Brad. What we're going to review is right here. It's from the Bruery. It's the Brewery's Autumn Maple. It's 10% alcohol by volume. It's made with yams, maple syrup, molasses, yeah. So, and spices. It's supposed to be like a pumpkin beer, but yammed.
Yammed up. How did you obtain said beer?
I obtained said beer because I rolled a guy named Ewart out in the parking lot.
Ah, sweet. Poor bastard. Yeah, that guy's a douche. Heard he's a diva.
I'll have to check the snowbank. Maybe there's more. You didn't recover it all.
Uh-oh.
Oh, tap down, ground down.
What's the next? Chipping your glass? What?
I chipped my glass once. You're an arsehole.
Yeah, the chipped glass chipped a
Thank
spirit
you very
too.
much, sir.
You're very
Take
welcome,
it easy
sir.
on him.
So it's a nice high-end presentation, you know, classic kind of wine style.
Sounds like a shark.
Whenever I see a bottle like that, I always kind of expect a little more.
You better get on that chair.
Alrighty, so
Alrighty, here we go.
It's cloudy.
cloudy, yeah, nice,
Cloudy.
nice again, like deep red.
Plenty of initial carbonation popping out of it, I noticed.
Yeah. Oh, that smells awesome.
A little throw out to Lynn Kruger at Siebel. She always got us to go. In her South African accent, she always goes, "First we will do a drive-by." I do a drive-by. That's for Lynn.
It's funny.
There's that. There's allspice, clove.
Big on the clove.
Almost smells like vanilla chai tea in there too.
Oh yeah. It smells like that dogfish head beer we did. What was it?
2 weeks ago, the sauté.
Yeah.
Actually,
It
I can
smells
see
nice.
that comparison. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the clove.
Yes, I didn't get it as much on the first sniff, but the more I'm doing it, the more clove is attacking my nostrils. I'm not a big... I always find that these autumn beers can over-clove themselves quite easily.
Pepper, I'm getting pepper.
But are you getting black pepper?
white
Because
pepper,
I was going to say white myself.
Yeah, I was going to say more of a white pepper.
Christina, where? You're not driving. No, it's okay.
It even smells like there's a touch of ginger in there.
Snatch.
Alrighty, I'm kind of curious.
Did you mention the ABV on this?
10.
It's 10.
He didn't want to cheers me. He was too good for me.
Me?
That's rude.
Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Look, now we can look each other too.
You get lost in the
Cheers.
moment.
I did.
He
I
did.
I
He
was
got lost in the
overwhelmed.
moment.
Overwhelmed by clove.
This label is intense, man. It's like Family Rue, French, from Orange County, California. The brewery is spelled incorrectly, just to be fun.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Your
spelled
last
correctly.
name is Rue. R-R-R-U-E.
It's Kurt.
So it's being part of your name. And
Oh, is that right? Oh, how about that?
Bruery.
Do you taste maple syrup?
You know what? Until you just mentioned maple, until you just reminded me of the fact that this is a maple beer, I didn't get it.
Is that added after brewed with it?
Smell a little piney. Just a little.
The spice is just, it's
It says brewed with, so I don't know if they'd add it in or...
Almost like there's a little pineapple in
I'd
there.
have to think they added it in because there's not really much maple sweetness to it. I would almost think that's what raised it to 10%.
There's like a little zing from a pine or something. I kind of smell that. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I can taste a little pineapple. That's what I was saying.
I'm
might
actually
be-
picking up the yams in this though.
Are you? I don't think I am.
Just
I
straight
think
pop.
my impression with this beer is when you the carbonation is quite high, and I'm getting a lot of that. It's almost like it's a fiery spice because the carbonation is bringing it out very well. I'm not getting the maple so much. Maybe a latent maple.
See, I'm not getting any maple. I was
No.
just asking if you were picking it up.
I'm trying to get the maple.
See, and I'm getting yam, but I might be getting it because I cook with it all the time. Like I make yam fries, I do. But it's not really apparent. It's right on the back of the tongue.
Yeah.
Just when you swallow and you got that weird creamy feeling on your tongue for a 2nd. That's where I'm tasting it. I think it's adding a lot to the body though. I think that might be why it's so strange, because it's heavy and not heavy at the same time.
Bringing some extra starches into the mix. Yeah, no, I'm getting a lot of heat from spice and perhaps from the 10%. It's very warming, and I think it's delivered pretty well with the high CO2.
Baby batter?
It's called baby maker, not baby batter.
Wow, this guy.
I think I can get this
I
one.
swear.
I think I can get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Island
Yeah.
Absolutely. He hears everything, man.
Holy shit.
I wonder if he heard when his glass chipped.
I did.
Oh, he did. And he lost part of his soul when it happened.
The rings in his ears.
I'm getting a lot of clove though the more I drink it.
I don't think I'm able to isolate any spice anymore. Any particular individual one.
I think I can just because I hate clove.
Oh.
There's more. Everyone's tapped out, so. Is there? No.
That's the
not
wrong
what
beer.
This is. Yes, there is still
I
some more.
like this.
Anybody want more of this? From the brewery?
See, I don't drink everything dry.
It's a good beer. It's just, I don't know. I like it. I just expected more. I expected more sweetness from the maple. I expected,
It's actually not bad.
no, it's not a bad beer
It's
at
good.
all.
It's an autumn.
Whatever the bottle says.
It's the Bruery Autumn Maple. It's a yam and maple syrup beer.
It's different.
I'm not getting the molasses
No.
they talk about either, really.
No, she said this.
Chad, how would you put this on pumpkin or autumn sort of seasonal beers? How does this rank?
Versus pumpkin beers?
Yeah, like you throw in the whole gamut of those sort of seasonal fall.
No, I wouldn't even put this near there because of the fact that then this is at least number 5 behind Southern Tier's Pumpkin, Southern Tier's Warlock, Elysian Great Pumpkin Ale, and Elysian's the Howl at the Moon.
I wouldn't even put this as a
Dark
pumpkin
Dark
at
at the
all.
Moon, there you go.
And
I
pumpkin
categorize
beard.
it strictly as an autumn.
Well, it's
and
not a pumpkin beer, but the if you go to let's say Untapped, if you go to Untapped, the category is pumpkin/yam beer.
I see.
So they put them together, and yeah, as a pumpkin yam beer, I think this is getting lower. I could probably put other stuff in front of it too.
Really? I like the spices with it. I don't know.
I do like the spices with it. I would
taste
call
that
it more of a
yam.
winter warmer, personally. Than
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a little more alcoholic.
I call it a
warming
late,
than,
a late
than
autumn.
an autumn
Or
beer.
late
Yeah.
autumn.
Yeah.
That yam, you can really taste it after, eh? Like it lingers, the yam, but it's not bad. It's
I don't
just
know if I
there.
can. I may be.
I
I
just
may be
taste yam.
yam blind.
Oh, I taste
I
the
may
yam.
have a block with yam.
It's just that's just what's sitting now is yam. After, I don't know.
The carbonation came out pretty quickly for me. You still seem to have some in there, but
Yeah. Well, you swallowed a bit, a bunch
I did.
too.
Yeah, I did.
Put a 10 on it.
Mm. For calling it a maple beer, can I give 2 ratings like that?
You can. You
For
can do
calling it
whatever
a
you want.
maple beer, I had to be reminded that it was a maple, so I'm gonna have to say like 5. But as a nice wintry, warming, spicy, very warming, very enticing beer. I
Have a
would
flask
give
of
it
it
about
when you're shoveling snow.
8.5. Well, I'm shoveling snow. Or not shoveling snow, as the case may be, if I got into too much of it. But yeah, I'd give it like an 8.5 to a 9.
Well, I'm with you there. As a maple beer, I'd have to give it like a 4 because there's really no maple flavor in it. As a beer on its own, I'd probably give it an 8.5. It has a nice spicy zest to it that reminds me a lot of a rye beer, even.
Okay.
And I actually really like that. But as a maple beer, it's probably one of the worst maple beers I've had because there's no real maple syrup to it. But that's the only drawback to it. It's a great beer.
It is.
It's not something to be a maple beer.
Cheers. See, I choose you twice now.
I'm not drinking chipped glass, you motherfucker.